Whoa, it's Wulzy. Welcome back to the Geometry Dash level request video. I can finally start one of these without apologizing for not uploading during the week, because I actually did. Nonetheless, you can find the Google form actually linked in the description. I will remember this time, I promise. It clears every week. We're starting off with Wonders by BW548 using Follow by Axel. That's a cool title card. Okay. Big piece of glow. Ooh, this is so unique right off the bat, the moving spikes. Ooh, I really like this. The design is actually really solid. Kind of uses like the basic blocks, but shades them in such an interesting way. Background and the glow movements there just look amazing. Cool so far. Okay, cool parallax. Spikes have like a little colored tip there. Looks pretty cool. This is really neat so far. Oh, the colors here are so nice. It's interesting. Okay, so the boxy structures worked way better in the beginning, I feel, for the cube, but once we get into here, it feels a little bit more uninspired structurally. But here we go. We got some masking stuff. I think the fact that some of those structures are kind of colorless and full opacity at the same time doesn't work too well. It matches the black glow on the sides, but oh, okay. We have some extra structuring behind. This is neat. Oh, it's trippy. I just think the structures could have done with some punch. You're reusing some of them from the beginning too. Like, I like that unique color about them, you know? And then when you start using like the regular in-game objects, just relying on the background to shine through them with that much opacity change, it does get a little bit stale. 4 days, under 40,000 objects. I appreciate that. Another Axel song back to back. We have Final Moments by Spycole. Okay, vibey intro. Wow, this is dense right off the bat. Okay, love this art style. Oh, we're using the in-game rocks too. Lots of particles, lots of moving little objects here just to keep it alive. We have moving grass in the foreground too. I think I drop here, right? Yes, it's a little bit difficult to see. There wasn't much music sync when the song kicked in, but, you know, it is what it is. I think this level could have a slight bit of variety here and there because we have had this scenery for a little while now. Oh, we're about to get it. Here it is. Yo! Okay. Love the floating platforms. Oh, the way the flowers open up. Oh, so cool. Love little details like that. We have balloons. We have the moving objects. We have icons. Dude, this is awesome. This is my favorite part so far. The scenery is just super nice. It does kind of go on for quite a while, but the song is also very laid back, so I can't really complain. Ooh, reverse section. Very clever use of the 3D objects just to make like a little wavy platform. Dude, these are all just GD objects just used in such a creative way. I love it when levels do this, and I love cool little gameplay flows like that. I see you using a lot of dash orbs. It just feels different to play. The end of an era, it says at the bottom. Interesting. Oh, what is this? Goodbye 2.11. Is this a Nong? Maybe it synced for a second. Maybe that's why it didn't kick in at the beginning. I think it mostly works. I'm not gonna just send it for a rating only because of the song. I think this level is nicely pieced together, and this is just like a background song. You know, oh, that spike is hard to see. I would suggest maybe switching that up. Oh, there is an arrow. Never mind. Oh, that is so nice at the end. The way the end screen just pops open and the way that you've got the bushes rotating. Wow, what a cool level. I actually really enjoyed that. Nong on YouTube channel. Well, it is what it is. I like it. It's not a 3. Some stuff is too hard to see for a 3. I'm gonna say 5, I think. Boom. Next up, Luminara by I.O. Beast using Partner Theme by Ifinity. Dude, what is with all of these insanely creative levels today? Every single level has had such a strange aura and atmosphere. Don't click. Okay, thank you. I'm very excited to see what this level does. That is a neat teleportation bridge. The movements there are sick. I like that. Don't you do it once? It did it once. Wow. Insane. Very bold move. This is so cool. Oh, you can tell the creator had fun. I will say, it's got that kind of nitpick where the parts like stop before we actually transition. Woo! This is nice, dude. This is such a flash of color. Wow. I'll make this orb a little bit bigger just so I can hit it better. Big robot sections are hard to follow, but this is so sick. You've really focused on the weather aspect of this, and I love it. The rain is sick. The transitions are lovely. Oh, this part is a little bit weird. I'm never a fan of big ground spike sections like that. Okay, so this part, it's kind of inspired by Jonathan, right? The textures are quite cool. Like, it looks quite flashy, but then you just have like the plain ground spikes at the bottom. And I think there's a lot of open space in parts like this, and I'm sure you can see. Wow, this duel plays well. What the heck? But yeah, transitions and open space is kind of a problem. Dude, I really like how these parts are set out. There's just something so unique about how you structure things, where we go on the screen, and how you fill the space. Because we have like the little electric pieces. They look really nice. Very cool level. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We have a bouncy bridge. Like, dude, the ideas are actually nuts. I love that for a robot. Okay. This level is gas. What a beautiful... Oh! I was complaining about transitions, but that is so crazy. Let me go back, dude. Go back more. Delete more checkpoints. Dude, this is sick. Some of those crazy ideas. I have to send that for a rating, even though I... Woo! That is a blind transition, but it does have a little jump pad. I was clapping my hands because I thought the level was over. But dude, the designs are so unique, and I love the feel of the level. It's just different, you know? Kind of went crazy. I just hope that you can maybe add a little bit more detail into the middle section with the duel, because that had some really cool stuff, and it just didn't quite feel complete. But Luminara, what a banger! Get yourself a rating send. Moving on to Cubic by Sales Plays. Okay, using Ultimate Destruction. Ooh, nice style right off the bat. I like the contrast in the background with the squares. This looks neat. I thought that cloud was going to be jumpable, considering the rest are. Gotcha. Pretty cool start to the level. I'd say the clouds look a little bit basic when you've used them so often, but the clouds are constantly there and in my face, and I keep staring at them, and they're kind of just like, they're just clouds, like they're just the objects. But it's cool. Little floating cube section. I like these. Okay, let me try and speak properly. I like these details a lot more because it feels like you've done more with them. Like these spirals have like stuff overlapping. It feels more creative than just like the stock cloud. I would maybe say make the background flash a little bit, add a few more details in between, and you got yourself a pretty solid looking level. You know, I really appreciate what these levels are doing today. I don't think this one's gonna be a rate send or anything because it does feel like it lacks a little bit more oomph. I'll say it kind of does a lot of the same thing when I'm playing it, right? But the floating part was very cool. Moving on to Melancholy by Time Red, using Blue Front by Willy Delicious. Okay, clean to start off. I like it. Nice bouncing blocks. This is cool. You've emphasized a lot of cool details here, and I like that. It appears very simple, but that is the point. I do see the melancholy in the color scheme, I will say. Okay, long black screen. That was quite long. I like how everything has a lot of thought put into it. I just would like to see a little bit more detail in between, because there are sections like this where I'm just waiting for something else to happen. But that is a cool wave, even if it is just a giant scaled up couple of objects, you know. I just wish I had a little bit more variation. I don't think I'm going to send this one either, but this is a very solid effort. My favorite part was the movements and stuff. Tried making a level that can only use 5 objects or less for the backgrounds. Now that's cool. Next up, we have Pale by Creepy Crab GD. 27 downloads. This could be an underrated banger. Ooh. That looks pretty hard. Okay, yeah. All right, here we have Creepy Crab Presents Pale. All right, this is a showcase. This looks so cool. I really like the blurring blocks. I love the foreground with those tiny little glow objects that just make it look kind of hazy. Make it look like we're zooming through. Okay, this is a cool bridge, but I'll say when you go from the blocks being so blurry, try not to just have like the plain white blocks here. Like maybe have some movement. I like that they invert, but I think they could maybe have a little bit of movement just to set them off a little bit more and just to make that bridge tie in a bit more. These jagged lines that overlap look really sick inside the blocks. I enjoy these. I thought they were waterfalls at first, but they look like grass objects. I love how it's going in and out of this energy here with the flashes at the top and bottom just to make that a lot more intense. It is very, very linear. I'll say as soon as you get at this ball, you know exactly what the rest of the ball is. There's no curveballs thrown in. It just is the effect for the whole part until you get to the next bridge, which I really like because that helps like intensify the whole thing. And I love these little spider bridges. The fire intersection here just to transition between. Oh, it's using spiral blocks. I thought they were fire objects. They're not. And the fact that the spirals, sorry, I keep pausing. The spirals are like still in the background from the transition. That is so cool. It's like this is the transition, then a less intense version of the transition is in the background. So it's like segueing it in really nicely. But this is phenomenal. I love the layering in the background and how the blocks kind of tie in with everything. But the circle things here are so neat. And I love the masking overall. Like this just looks so cool. I would probably send this for a featured rating in the demon system after this if it continues this standard. But the blocks are getting a little bit more static, but you've got the really nice tension buildups right there. I love these little wavy backgrounds that like keep switching, and these circles. I don't know how you're really doing this, to be honest. That's a really cool technique to build up. I have to add that to my folder, dude. The Geometry Dash Demon System has been in mod chat for the last several months, I'll say. Memories by Several Leaf using Colbrake's Memories. I will what? Sorry, I need to reread that. It said, I will something the lava. I will throw you in hot lava. Well, you're already threatening me before I've even played the level. But laser beam's cool. Cool shapes. Okay, this is neat. Oh, that was so clean. I love the rotating squares here. The background is pretty simple, but it works kind of well. I dig it. I dig it. Seems to be a very simple styled level, and the movements have just been phenomenal so far. The way that the lasers kind of lock me in. This is an interesting segment too. Very open though. I'll say try to avoid using just regular spikes. They can get kind of samey because we've already seen them a bajillion times, right? I think the concepts are really nice. They could just be applied with a little bit more detail because I would love to see how you would like bridge that gap between like the simple effects effects and also incorporating detail. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Next up, Aquatic by Horus785. 39 downloads using Adaccord by Ocular Nebula, one of their newest tracks, and I actually really like it, so let's just get into it. Ooh, nice circular background. Goes hard straight away. I'll say a middle ground could probably be the move, or even a foreground, to be honest. It feels like just blocks and backgrounds. Could do a little bit extra, but I like these moving spikes. That's neat. The designs are actually pretty interesting. I like how compound they are. You've got like one pillar, then you've got a way to join them. There's also this version without the dots. That's the inverse glow, which is cool. And I actually really like the colors too. Rotating stuff, nice. That is cool. How we get launched up into the... That's so hard though, right? Okay, nice. Feels a little bit strange at times, mainly because I don't know what I'm doing at this part. Ah, okay. Let's try that again. Nice. Gameplay is actually really creative. I just don't get it. It's hard to see like straight away. Oh, okay. What was I supposed to do there? Oh, it's a bouncy thing. Nice. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the level when it does these big open sections because it just feels a lot more full and whole, and it starts to need decoration less, if you know what I mean. Because there's not really any arrows or anything in between the background and the blocks that's really like tying it all together. So when there's a lot of structuring, it looks at least a bit more like whole. But yeah, flat ground spikes, etc. Cool background. Oh, okay. GG. Thanks. It's a tidal wave. Rate tidal wave 20,000 objects. Cool. Thanks to Wulzy for the inspiring videos. Aww, thank you. That's so nice. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Good stuff. Not Limbo by Doomclaw. Well, I'm glad it's not Limbo. Oh, how are you guys creating such amazing levels in the editor? I can't even create something my mom will be proud of. Well, we'll find out with Not Limbo. Oh, you tricked me. I thought I was going to be playing a Limbo layout, and you kind of saved me from that. Okay. No, your mom will be proud of this, I promise. This is fire. I like these little lines in the background. I'll say my immediate hope was that they would like wiggle one by one up in like a wavy pattern, you know? Okay. Doomclaw is cringe. Dude, stop putting yourself down. This is fire. Nice spiral. Oh, woo. You're hiding parts of the screen too. Dude, this is crazy. What do you have blocks behind? What? This is sick. That's so cool. No, this level's good, dude. It's switching from a lot of different styles. Well, the level's moving too fast. I can barely even focus on one thing before the next. What is happening? How am I doing this gameplay? Is this like baby proof, or am I just the best ever? Nice gradient here. I really like the way the colors are formatted with the hills and the blocks and the opacity overlays. The arrows, dude, there's too many ideas here. I'm literally getting overstimulated. What is happening? Dude, this is really cool. Oh, dude, you're gaming. I love these stripes. This is sick. This level's literally doing a million things at once. Look at the key mask in the background. So inspirational, dude. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, it's the ending of... Dude, this is ridiculous. It has its own identity. This is sick. Tricked me. I thought it was going to be this, but it's not. The pulses go hard on the edges, I will say. I like the transitions. This part's probably my favorite part because it's just like, what is happening? There's just so much that's going on. It fits the vibe of the level perfectly. And then this part, I think it is a little bit linear with the blocks, but it disappears within like 0.2 seconds. And a lot of these structures, I don't know, the hitboxes are just like wrong. So try and fix those because it is a little bit distracting going through here and not really knowing what's going on. There's also a lot of invisible gameplay, but I get that it's a memory level. Like, whoa, you know what I mean? It feels like this is just an excuse for you to do whatever you want with my icon and just throw me around. Dude, the transitions are so cool. I think it does lack in details sometimes, especially around the orbs like down there. Like I know each part is very short-lived, but I think there could be a little bit more detail within each part. But dude, when it gets going, it gets going. I'd love to see a few more color changes too. I think it could do with like maybe a little bit of a flicker or like a pulse with the background. And I think the hollow designs can probably go and get replaced with something else. There's a few criticisms, but I really like the level. I think it's cool. I like that it kind of rides off Limbo, but does its own thing entirely. I think that is another rating send from me. No. This is like an A. I hope you see this. Fix the gameplay. Please, I'm sending it in the hopes that you'll see this and fix it. I can't message you. Oh, buying a levels today, dude. Thank you so much for watching. Check the links in the description. Leave a like. Wait, did I say thank you for watching? Thank you for watching. Check the links in the description. Leave a like and subscribe, and have a good day.